Where in the world is today a man that is a reward of $20 million for him to be in prison? Where in the world do you have the head of a government that has 2 sons in jail for narco traffickers? Where in the world do you have a man whose wife is accused also of crimes against humanity? Only in the Human Rights Council such a man exists. Nowhere else in the world. We have tried to explain to the members of the Human Rights Council that we wanted to save them from the embarrassment to be joined by a repugnant company of the representative of the narco tyranny in Venezuela. We have tried to explain to them that we cannot continue to be viewed as a normal Latin American traditional dictatorship. No, this is a super criminal narco tyranny, militarized with links to terrorists. Is precisely the opposite of what Kofi Annan had in mind when he proposed the creation of the Human Rights Council. And I was there to witness that. That was precisely the intention. It was not a good idea at all for the United Nations to celebrate its 75th anniversary, bringing a country to the tyranny of Maduro. I refuse to call to bring Venezuela, because that's not Venezuela that is sitting in the council. It's a criminal corporation allowed by the majority of the members of the United Nations, which really is should be a matter of great concern and reflection to the whole world, that the United Nations could bring such a regime to be a member, nothing less, of the Human Rights Council, which in my view should be more important politically, morally, and ethically than even the United Nations Security Council. Today, more than 60 countries do not recognize precisely this tyranny because they consider it to have violated human rights, not allow free elections, persecuting people. We have more people running from the country today as an exodus, bigger than Syria. Syria has a horrible civil war. Where we have another kind of war, difficult to define it how, but it's a country that people are running away for hunger, for persecution, for insecurity, which makes our case probably the most powerful case today that should be helped by the international community.